The Cost of Christmas by Dash Jingles. 'Twas a few months before Christmas, and all through Santa's warehouse, all the employees were stirring, including an elf trying to rescan a blouse. Hundreds of elves were eager to be employed, with bright eyes and rosy cheeks, for the hiring a process occurred every 2 weeks. An elf named Dash Jingles had just moved to the North Pole. Little did he know he'd soon be risking his soul. Dash needed quick cash and found a job at Santa's workshop on his list of preferred occupations, and this was not at the top. He should have known better when he was hired with no job interview. "Come with me," said Kris Kringle, "there's plenty to do." He started out packing toys upon hours at end, till his joints started to crack and his back started to bend. Management withheld information about the elves' right to their PTO hours, so that Santa's workshop could sustain its power. Competitions were held for fastest packers, and the elves pushed and their bodies ached, for the grand prize was an extra 15-minute break. But don't worry if an elf's knees start to burn or take a bad fall. Santa had the foresight to keep vending machines full of ibuprofen and Tylenol. One day, while on break, while resting his legs and massaging his hams, Dash was offered a promotion to go and clear jams. You might think, what an honor, what a neat little perk, but it came with no pay raise, just rewarding work with more work. The machines that sent out presents to their destination were designed with so many flaws upon their creation. Dash could tell they cut corners for a better payoff, but when we lose our principles, we invite chaos. He worked on electric Who cardio snooks and unjammed the Ta Tinker. What an ill-suited job for a philosophical thinker. He cleared out the jams with a 39.5-foot pole, attempted to replace all the presents with coal. He cleared out the ribbons, he cleared out the tags, he cleared out the packages, boxes, and bags. One day he heard over the radio that a poor reindeer died. All had to stay working, while on the floor she lied. Such a tragedy, what a shame. Never again will she play a reindeer game. The elves were never even told her name. But maybe her family would be compensated. But alas, the death was considered non-work related. At this job during Christmas, the elves spent 11 hours a day on their feet and were yelled at if they ever tried to take a seat. Dash told the nervous old elf to calm down, take their time, saying taking care of yourself is never a crime. One day Dash was told, "Move faster or you'll be full of sorrow." To which he replied, "I work at this pace so I can work tomorrow." Once Dash was told to go and jam clear. "Go clear the jam on line 2, he was told. "You have nothing to fear." Little did he know another elf far off was working on it and nearly lost his hand. Dash felt so bad just for following this command. This was an issue he needed management to understand. He told them safety is far more important than clearing a jam. But after giving them this knowledge, no one in the room there seemed to acknowledge. Bear in mind, Dash typically worked from 6 p.m. to 5 the next day. He could barely walk, knowing at this job he could not stay. He was about to go home, but he was told he had to stay till 6. He replied, "My schedule says I work till 5. Are you full of tricks?" He was told HR made a scheduling error, and "I understand your frustration." He replied, "People make mistakes, I won't go, but just telling me so is not official documentation." On his work break, he went to HR to straighten it out. While waiting in line, he heard disgruntled employees shout. It was his lunch break, so while in line, Dash decided to sit. The HR snowman yelled, "That's against policy!" Dash was over this shit. The snowman actually said that sitting in line is a right given to those who had been sexually harassed. Dash held his tongue, trying to let the feeling pass. Dash stopped for a moment, taking a pause. wanting to say, since he worked here, he's been getting fucked by Santa Claus. So Dash had it with this place and put in his 2 weeks' notice, whereupon he headed home and wrote this. This is not to shame you, but give you insight into the lives of those wrapping up your Baby Yodas and your PS5s. Maybe Dash wrote this for his own vanity, or perhaps to preserve his sanity. But even if he only did this for himself, hopefully it helps his fellow elf. And one last message for old Saint Nick. You can suck a bag of dicks. The Cost of Christmas by Dash Jingles. You know, this sweater is a little too much. It's too many layers. It's too hot. I'm gonna take it off. The Cost of Christmas by Dash Jingles. I gotta pee. And don't worry about Dash Jingles, he'll be alright. And I say this with sincerity when I say, Merry Christmas to all during this terrible flight. Cheers.